Hello, hello. Remember this creepy creature? This weird South African Gingy that calls himself Reaper. He used to call himself Ignorance is Bliss. He's in tight with Joshua S. John and all of the same usual suspects.
Yeah, what is happening? I'm back. I'm back. Let's do this. Yeah, I've got a bit of an issue. Back. Let's do this. Yeah, what is happening? I'm back. I'm back. Let's do this. Yeah, I've got a.
Sounds demonic, huffing and puffing. Demonic image in the background. This is very creepy. It looks demonic and creepy. But so is Reaper, demonic and creepy with Duper's delay. Stop following demons in this realm if you ever want to get out of here.
Yeah, what is happening? I'm back. I'm back. Let's do this. Yeah, I've got a bit of an issue with my neighbors. Fucking body animals. There's all this doof doof doof, all this music they playing, fucking hooligans. Keep on complaining at the body corporate, but what they don't realize is that their bass, the bass, it echoes through the walls, especially a place where I live, you know, and I can't afford moving out, so I need to get away. I need to get away to make their life hard. These NPCs that's gang stalking me, because like I said, okay, I'm gonna say this again. We are in a Truman Show. I am 98% sure that every real so-called quote-unquote soul or consciousness, real consciousness, are in their own world. Okay, but in their own world. In their own world. Okay, but okay, this is a bold claim. I'm gonna say, and I said this about 2 years back. I'm gonna say it again. I am 98% sure that every real soul is in its own world. And I think last year or something, then I think it was Shango, Mark, what, that met up. So someone is lying. Okay, listen, I'm gonna say this. Remember, we're living in a realm of deception. You cannot trust anyone in your world. And I said a lot on live stream, you cannot trust ayahuasca, because psychedelics and DMT, because it's entities that's gonna fuck with your mind. It's alien drugs. It comes from the earth, which is a parasite, and the aliens are doing the bidding of this parasite. Okay, so let me explain what happens. That the fact that I say that this entity, okay, hold on, NPC.
Alright, if it's paranoid, it believes everyone's gang stalking them, if it thinks that everyone's an NPC. It's full of misery and paranoia. And a lot of these creatures are on YouTube.
NPC. Okay, hold on, NPC. Okay, hold on, NPC. Okay, hold on, NPC. NPCs. Okay, that's why I'm saying you cannot trust, you cannot stay away from them. I'm sorry to say, you're looking for love, you're looking for meaning, looking for affection or companionship. No one in your world is gonna give you that shit. They put there to make your life a little bit weirder, more hellish, okay, more deceptive. Okay, you're gonna end up being abused because we are surrounded by narcissistic fake assholes. That's people for you, okay? That's what they are, narcissistic fake assholes. That's people. And I will stand up for surrounded by narcissistic fake assholes. That's people for you. Okay, and that's what they are. Narcissistic, fake assholes. That's people. And I will stand up for myself without fearing judgment. Okay, because I'm tired of the bullshit. Okay, fuck everything. Fuck the gods. Fuck all religions. Fuck the Bible. Fuck the Egyptians. Fuck everything. Fuck the God. And this aliens the one doing this to us. And everybody in your world is put there to make your life a little bit harder in a already established hell. We are in a hell realm, and it's a Truman Show. Every real soul in its own world. Like I said 2-3 years back, and I will keep on saying it. I am convinced now because I see what this entity is doing, how it is recycling our energy. The energy comes from the real consciousness, which has been recycled within the reality, not outside of this existence, like they want to portray in these NDEs. So you must think you must stand in your sovereignty upon death of your meat monkey, flesh, meat suit. No, it doesn't hold power in a so-called astral. It doesn't hold power over us in an afterlife if we can't find a way to reproduce your ass. Because these aliens are doing soul transfers. It's not a little copy, as I previously explored in a video titled Recycle. It is through reproduction, but it's a soul transfer, but also a copy. Okay, let me explain. Okay, you are currently fused with your hardware body, which is making the image of the parasite, which is this reality, the motherboard earth, the demiurge, the psycho. So your body is a copy of your parents' genetics, okay, which was fused and then molded by the reality in your mother's womb. But the transfer happens. Are you ready for this? Because I got this information from my awareness via telepathy. Okay, you don't need to believe me, whatever. I'm just gonna say it. Okay? This is not elevating myself. I'm just saying it. Everything actually. Okay, I say accordingly. So I don't want to mislead anyone. I'm just here to help. You wanna, to lead us in the right direction, so that you should not fear the so-called afterlife, because these entities want us to fear. Hold on, NPC. Okay, gone. Okay, these entities want us to fear the afterlife. They're not fucking spirits. You want to refer yourself to as a spirit. Okay, gone. Okay, these entities want us to fear. Hold on, NPC. Fear. Hold on, NPC. Okay, gone. Okay, these entities fear. Hold on, NPC. Okay, gone. Okay, these entities want us to fear the afterlife. They're not fucking spirits. You want to refer yourself to as a spirit, then that's what you are. Whether you want to call it spirit, soul, consciousness, real consciousness, your real consciousness. Like I said, only two here. Real consciousness and artificial consciousness. The artificial consciousness is the one sucking on our consciousness, which is the real deal. It is the real deal. You and I are the real deal. Every real being in its own world. Okay, this is what it is. This is a higher form of awareness that's telling you that our reality is paranormal. And it's a psychological horror. It's a psychological horror where you are amongst fucking chimpanzees chasing their bananas and smiling in your face, being controlled by fucking sadistic motherfucking entities which lacks complete empathy and are psychopathic by nature, that's smiling in your fucking face. That's what we're dealing with here. I have seen them. I had communications with them. Listen, you don't have to trust me or believe what I'm telling you. Do your own research. Like I said, I'm just tired of the fucking bullshit. We should not justify anything of this realm. Everything is fake. It's deceptive. You cannot trust anyone in your world. You can trust nothing. Even the books you're reading, YouTube, or history. Look, you see, I don't mean to come through as harsh to what's his name, Set Scales, when he was mentioning Egyptians. I'm just saying we should not trust any material represented by the reality. It's just another religion. You want to try and put two and two together. But little do you realize, it is this reality. It is the parasite that's sucking on our consciousness. And it's using the people in your life to make your to make your life hell. You already have internal demons. You're already fighting internal demons. Now we have to deal with external demons, which the demiurge is putting on our path, gang stalking us, gaslighting us, making us dependent. People we don't want to be dependent on. We want to be self-independent. But the more you awake, the higher your awareness is, man, the more you're going to be attacked. The more the so-called matrix will isolate you. So I'm going off track again. Okay, so this is what this entity does. All these entities, these aliens, they use technology. It's advanced technology. It's fancy technology. It's not spirits in an afterlife or the astral or the seventh heaventh or higher dimension, fifth dimension. No, it's flesh meat monkey motherfuckers with fancy technology. It's illusionist. Remember, it's illusionist. Okay, come to you as an angel of light, but as a fucking weak motherfucker. I'm telling you, they're not strong themselves. They just possess fancy technology. They depend on our consciousness, which is the real deal, which is giving them power. Which is keeping them alive. And this reality. It's sucking in our consciousness. Okay, so They do soul transfers using their technology. It's all fucking technology. I have seen it. I've seen them using technology when they abducted me. But I'll leave it at that. Okay, so I don't want to sound too crazy. So this is how they do the soul transfer. At me, but I'll leave it at that. Okay, so I don't want to sound too crazy. So this is... Okay, so I don't want to sound too crazy. Okay, so I don't want to sound too crazy. So this is how they do the soul transfer. When you are born, okay, just the fact that you're listening to this video, so you're most likely aware that we are some hellish reality. Our reality is paranormal, it's psychological, and a shit going is being controlled by boogeymans. Okay, so one of your parents, whether your mom or your dad, was, not is.
This creature is so fucking far gone. God damn.
Was a real being. Okay, their conscience was real, but deceived. Not is, was a real being. Okay, their conscience, whether your mom or your dad, was, not is, was a real being. Okay, their conscience was real, but deceived. That's why they reproduce, because they didn't know any better. And then at birth, when you got born, the transfer happened from sending to receiving. Your body as a piece of technology, as the receiving, the baby as the receiving, at the receiving end. And if one of the parents, so what they do is they mix a real being with the NPC. Okay, so but the real being's genetics with the NPC genetics gets mixed, and then the baby gets formed within a fetus, and then the baby gets born. Then that's when the soul transfer happens via the technology. So, but it happens the moment. My God, all these cars. Okay, so it happens when you start to breathe, when you cry, when that life comes into you. That's when the soul enters into the container, which is your hardware body, from one of your parents. It's a little transfer. So at that moment, the parent, whether it was your mom or your dad, which was the real being, it's you now. It's their reincarnation. They're not real anymore. They're NPC. They became an NPC the moment you were born, or the moment you took your first breath. Then the parent that was the real being became an NPC, and now you're the real being. It is a soul transfer.
This guy just makes up shit. It is a soul transfer. Just makes up shit.
The parent that was the real being became an NPC, and now you're the real being. It is a soul transfer from one of your parents to you. Became an NPC, and now you're the real being. It is a soul transfer from one of your parents to you. When you took your first breath at birth, that's what happened. You as a receiving, at the receiving end, and the parent was at the sending. Our bodies are set up like that to do transfer, because our bodies are as an AI machine, biological computer, sending and receiving. Listen, our fucking reality is paranormal, and they're doing soul recycling. Shut the fuck up, NPC. Get these NPCs out of my fucking life. Stop making my life hard. You motherfucking entities, aliens. Yeah, they abducted me so many times, but they erased my memory most of the time. But anyway, that's when they do the soul transfer at birth. So your parents are NPCs. They're not real. So your focal point consciousness, your soul got recycled so many times through your bloodline, and it ends with you if you've not reproduced. If you've reproduced and they did the soul transfer, then you're a fake motherfucker. You're listening to these videos? Fuck you. You're fake. It's your child which is real. Okay? So there are truthers among.
What a miserable paranoid fucking creature. Ugh.